Welcome in, air signs. Let's go ahead and take a look at each quarter of 2025 and just get a feel for what's coming in for you guys in the year of the snake. We have a snake here for the year of the snake. Let's take a look at this. So I thought it'd be fun to break it down by quarter, get an overall card looking at the main energy or themes, and then we'll pull some tarot to go along with that. So this is for all of the air signs that are watching this video, sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. And I thought it'd be fun. 2025 is really looking at healing old wounds, finishing up, tying up loose ends, that type of energy. So I thought we would use the Doreen Virtue's Archangel Raphael healing cards to look at the overall energy of each quarter. So the first quarter for air signs, and this is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. First quarter, what's going on here for our air signs? And welcome in, air signs. Thanks so much for being here. All right, so air, first quarter, second quarter. I'm hearing be patient. Third quarter, air signs. Air signs. Be patient. All right. Inner authority. Look at that. Okay. The card says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power, listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. You're going to be trusting yourself, listening to yourself, taking back your authority. Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards looking at, 2 to 3 cards looking at inner authority. What's going on here? Have some of you not been trusting yourself? Or have you been trusting other people's guidance over your own? I'm guilty of doing that. And then I usually regret it. All right, so first quarter, January, February, March, 3 cards. What do we need to know about this inner authority? What's going on here? Ooh, we've got the World. Feels like you guys are ready to take a big step, maybe even into being self-employed. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. And one card that kind of wanted to come out, kind of didn't want to come out. We've got the 10 of Swords. So interesting. Let's take a look at this. We've got a major arcana card here. So it feels like right out the gate, air signs, you're feeling very inspired to end a chapter, begin a new chapter. The World energy. This is, it's a big card. It's a good card. It's a card of good luck. It's Saturn energy. So it's usually you embarking on your next adventure. So this could be new relationships, work, career, all sorts of things. I'm also hearing children for some of you. Maybe you're about to have your first child, or you are planning on, you're getting really serious about bringing children into your life. So the World card is also just celebrating how far you've come, celebrating everything, celebrating you, just being very appreciative of where you are. Next up, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So I do feel for a lot of air signs, this first quarter, you're going to be inspired to look at a different career, doing things differently in your career. 9 of Pentacles can sometimes talk about becoming self-employed, successfully self-employed. But I love this card. It's a beautiful card. In Earth, I think it was 4th quarter of Earth signs, they had this card, and this reminds me of New Year energy. The colors of it remind me of New Year's energy. I just really like it. But the 9 of Pentacles is being independent, self-sufficient. You have all of your financial needs met, or you are coming into money. 9 of Pentacles, you're not worrying about money. Money is not a problem. All of your needs are met. That's why I'm kind of feeling like, especially with this World card, maybe you are looking at a different career path, a way of making more money. But it's not just making more money, it's also really enjoying everything that you have. Having this card is also, it's like a life of luxury. And you're not killing yourself to make that money either. So really beautiful card. And then we've got the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords often talks about coming out of a really dark phase of life. You've been through hell, you've been through some major challenges, and now things are starting to look up. And we've got the inner authority here. So I would definitely say the first quarter, really pay attention to how you're being guided. Really listen to yourself, trust yourself. And this could also, this and probably is talking about, especially the energy of this year, a change needs to be made. And I feel like you guys already know what area of life that is. I think you know what this card is talking about. So really trust yourself and make that change. And it might not be a change that everyone's going to like, especially if you're in a codependent relationship. The Nine of Pentacles does talk very much about being independent, self-sufficient. So this could be some of you leaving an unhealthy relationship. But whatever it is, this first quarter, really listen to your inner authority. Listen to that divine guidance coming in. So I think I want to put the World on top here. Second quarter, stay positive. A healthy mindset is going to be very important. Second quarter. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me be optimistic and take the appropriate action steps that support my health. And this to me feels like emotional and spiritual well-being, not physical well-being as well. But this does really feel like taking steps to improve mental health, doing what you need to do for you, and making that a priority. Let's go ahead and pull some cards looking at second quarter for air signs. It's interesting that earth signs was really focused on physical health, like strengthening the body. Air signs feels like it's more focused on improving your well-being, which I really love. All right, so 3 cards here. What else do we need to know about staying positive? And I will say for some, the first quarter could be a little rough for some air signs. And maybe even the second quarter too. 5 of Pentacles. Feels like there's a lot of doubt coming in. Ooh, but we got the King of Cups. I really like that he's coming in here. And the Queen of Swords. Air signs got similar cards here. So stay positive. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles talks about, this is a lot of worry. And this is worry about money. Oftentimes it's worrying about money, housing. You're worrying about your basic needs being met. This could also be feeling like you are being shunned or left out of the crowd. You don't fit in. It's that type of energy, and so stay positive. I don't feel like all of these things that you're worried about I do feel like it's more worry than actually happening. And I feel like some of this probably is coming in because if you've made a big change, especially if you left a codependent relationship or any relationship, and you are now going from maybe a 2-person income to a 1-person income, that could bring up a lot of fears, for example. We've got the King of Cups here. Whatever you're feeling or whatever you might be experiencing come the second quarter, this does feel like it's short-lived. Go back, lean on your spiritual practice. If you've got a spiritual practice in place, that's going to be really helpful. Focus on the things that lift you up. Focus on your mental well-being. Focus on your emotional well-being. What can you do to lift yourself up the second quarter? That's going to be really important. I do like that we're ending the quarter here with the Queen of Swords, which does very much feel like Queen of Wands. I feel like a lot of air signs are becoming very independent, or you're going out on your own. But we've got the Queen of Swords, and she is very decisive. She makes great choices. She's very honest with herself. Again, another card talking about self-sufficiency. So stay positive. Stay positive. If it is a little rocky the beginning part of this year, it's going to get better. And if you've made some big changes, it's always going to feel a little rocky and a little off, you know, but that doesn't mean you made a bad choice, especially if you're listening to your inner authority. Third quarter. Oh, here we go. We were talking about children here at the beginning. The card says children. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me to help children. So a focus on children here. This could be your children, your inner child. Maybe you're a teacher, but children are very prominent in the third quarter this year for air signs. I wanted to say teach. Thank you for helping me to teach children. So perhaps some of you are teachers, or maybe you're homeschooling your kids. Maybe that's the big decision you made at the beginning of the year. But children are definitely a focus the third quarter. So third quarter, we're in the summer now. July, August, September, 3 cards. What do we need to know about third quarter for air signs? What do we need to know? We've got the 6 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Interesting. This card's been coming up a lot lately in all kinds of readings. This deck doesn't read cards in reverse, so I'm going to flip that around, but if we need to read it a different way, we can. So third quarter, there's a focus on children, helping children, teaching children, focusing on maybe your inner child. We've got the 6 of Cups coming up, which is interesting because the 6 of Cups talks about innocence, nostalgia, memories, reunions. Maybe this is focused on siblings. Maybe you're taking a walk down memory lane. Maybe you're meeting up with friends from your past, and it's just bringing up a lot of memories from your childhood, memories from the past. Maybe there's things that are triggering, you know, memories of past events, not necessarily happy memories. Some of these could be happy memories, but they're third quarter for you guys feels like it could be kind of triggering. Stay positive. We'll just say that. Stay positive, because we've got the 3 of Swords here. The 3 of Swords talks about loss, sadness, feeling left out, but there's definitely something happening here in the third quarter that is causing you to go down memory lane. Nothing wrong with that. Just notice what you are feeling, feel what you're feeling, and you know, let it just move through you. Maybe there's a reunion, maybe there's a loss of someone. Third quarter, I know July is going to be a pivotal month for everybody. At least that's what it's looking like from the readings that I've been doing. And then we've got the King of Swords. So, you know, the energy of Swords is always, it can be kind of brutal sometimes. I will say that. So this could be, he did come out in reverse. So I am going to read it like a reversed card, which I don't always do with decks that aren't read in reverse. But it feels like there's a really triggering person that comes up third quarter here that is manipulative, abusive, controlling. This could be an aspect of you. This could be an aspect of your ego popping up saying, hey, you're making too many changes. And it's making me nervous. So this could be an aspect of you, but this could be, especially if you left an unhealthy relationship at the beginning of the year, it could be that person coming back around and they're just really pissed off. I would be aware of your surroundings third quarter. Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to the people that are around. But there could be a triggering person that steps in and is just kind of being a jerk. This is probably somebody from your past, though, because we've got the Six of Cups card coming in here. This could be you helping your children. Maybe you've got a child or an adult child that's going through going through a tough time, and that's triggering memories from your past. So just be mindful. It feels like a lot of inner child healing happening third quarter. Let's see what the fourth quarter has. It says, yes, I like this. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, wow, look at this. Please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. So you're starting the year being asked to listen to your inner authority. And you're ending the year basically being asked to listen to your inner authority. Trust yourself. I'm wondering if whatever's happening in third quarter really kind of has you questioning everything, which is fine, but trust yourself and trust that you know what is best for you. Really, really, truly trust your feelings as an accurate barometer of truth. If something feels off, pay attention to that. If it feels like a full body yes for you, follow that, listen to that. Even if everyone around you is saying, no, that's a bad decision, blah, 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 trust yourself. So 3 cards looking at the end of the year. What else do our air signs need to know? 3 cards here. And readings are half price until February 2nd. So if you'd like to book, if you want to dive deep into your own personal year, book the 1-hour reading. All right, how are air signs finishing out 2025? I'm hearing people are going to show you their true colors this year. So listen to people's actions, not words. I saw a funny reel the other day, and it was a guy saying, trust yourself, listen to yourself, and trust and listen to the actions of people. Basically, anybody can say anything, but that doesn't mean that it's true. So, listen to that. So we've got 2 of Wands. I love this card. So in this card, she is using this skull as like her crystal ball, and she's gazing into the crystal ball and she's asking it for wisdom. Interesting, because you're being asked to trust yourself. But the 2 of Wands talks about future planning. You're making plans for your future. This is also, you're not necessarily taking action here, but you're making plans. So you're planning ahead, or you could be waiting for results to come back on something. But I'm going to say trust yourself. You're making plans for your future. It does feel like this whole year for air signs feels very independent, even though you might be in a relationship. There's a lot of work that you are doing that is just for you, and no one else can do the work except for you. So just because I'm saying it's a year of independence for air signs doesn't mean that you're not in a relationship. I just felt like I needed to make that clear. So planning for your future, we've got the Page of Swords coming in here. Look how magical she looks. These cards are so beautiful. Thank you, Alicia. My friend Alicia gave these to me for my birthday. So thanks again. Page of Swords. This is getting to the truth of something. You're being very curious. But you have a lot of enthusiasm for life. You're feeling very enthusiastic for your future. You're really looking forward to things. So I love that this energy is here. I do, when Spirit was saying that people are going to show you their true colors, I do feel like there's a lot of truth coming out. And it could be a little bit of a hard pill to swallow. Really trust yourself. But the Page of Swords is an energy of seeking truth. You're asking a lot of questions. You're not just blindly planning for your future. You're really asking a lot of questions. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. Look at her. I love this. So the 10 of Pentacles, this again is success and good luck with business, home life. All of your needs are being met. Home life is very stable. It feels like any kind of whatever was flaring up around the third quarter is calming down in the fourth quarter. It feels very stable fourth quarter. So 10 of Pentacles, this is a great card to end on. It's focused on family, inheritance, leaving a legacy. It also talks about retirement too, but you've made good investments in your life, and you're going to see that at the end of the year. All of the work that you've put in this year, you're going to see that come to fruition at the end of the year. So beautiful energy here. Great year. Of course, it's gonna be a little rough for everyone, not just air signs, but hang in there. Have a fantastic 2025. And if you'd like to book a reading to look at anything, my info's below.